Hello, Silver Moon. Hello, Silver Moon. Yes, I hope you can hear me. Thank you very much for your message, Silver Moon. I am well. How are you? Intergalactic Defender. Hello. Silver Moon, I hope things are going well with you and your kitty cats. Thaldi, hi. Where are you all from? Hi, Chantel. I'm here in Queensland, in Brisbane, Queensland, New Zealand, Australia. And it's 6 a.m. on a Saturday morning here. Theo. Hi, Gilly. Margie. Oh, glad you're going well, Silver Moon. Hi, Dave. Wow, you're up early. Are you New South Wales? Are you in the same time zone as me in Queensland? Margie M, thank you for joining up as a member. Colorado, oof. New South Wales, yep. Alrighty. Margie M, would you like a reading, seeing as you joined up as a member? Let me know, put your question in. Oh, Theo, Germany, interesting. All right, ladies and gentlemen, if you have questions, let's start. In the meantime, I'm just going to do a general for all of us. Dave, damn daylight savings. Oh, Margie M, what's your spirit animal? I'll pull a couple of cards for you first, Margie M, and then I'll do your spirit animal. Just to help the cards to warm up a bit. Ooh, letting go. I'm just seeing there might have been stress, but at the moment or in the near future, you're just going to be relieved of stress. Not sure if that means anything to you. Inspiration. You are inspired and you are an inspiration to others. Isn't that nice? I love how the sun comes out of her. It's almost like she's creating the sun. Oh, and you've got a bright future. How beautiful is that? Hello, everybody. Hello. So, as usual, I'm not going to be looking at the chat too much, and I'm not going to be talking to you too much in the chat. I'm really going to be just looking at my questions. Yeah, Margie M. So, just to let everybody know, for memberships, I've just made it one tier for $2.99 a month, so anybody can join up. You get priority responses to questions, and I will do the other memberships. I'll redo the other memberships. I know some people wanted regular readings and that kind of thing, but for the moment, it's just going to be $2.99, and it's absolutely not required if you, not required. Margie M. Okay, focus, Margie M. Spirit animal. This is not a spirit animal. Obviously, this card needed to come out. Discernment. See the truth in the situation. Use common sense and do not be fooled. Pay attention. Your intuition knows. Beautiful. I don't even have spirit animals open yet. Alrighty. Hope you've all had a fantastic week. Glad to see we're all over the world, basically. So lovely that we can all come together. Margie M. Oof, humpback whale. This is a great one. I'll put it like this so that you can take a screenshot if you want. Singer. Singer doesn't necessarily mean that you actually sing. It just means a very good communicator in any way. So it could be through words, it could be through writing, it could be through talking, it could be through art, anything like that. Just somebody who's very good at communicating. Sing healing songs to the world. Your inner navigation will always guide you. Nothing can stop you or keep you from your goal. Ooh, nice. Align with your purpose and the power in your soul. Isn't that beautiful? Need to find some better glasses here. Oh, I don't have my reading glasses. Anyway, we'll continue. Let's see. We're just having a bit of a problem with the chat. My lovely mod, is having a issue with the chat, so I will go slowly through the questions. Oh, our recollections may vary. Hello, hello. I was actually wanting to contact you. Our recollections may vary. I was wanting to do a live reading for you at some stage, like a collab. If you wanted to do that, just email me. My email should be in the description. So I've done Margie. Thaldy, oh no. So sorry to hear. Thaldy says, my friend Jake has died. Does he know I miss him? Thaldy, whenever somebody passes on, they are very aware of what is happening here on Earth. So I will do a reading on your question. Now remember, when I do readings, I'm reading on the question and the energy in the question and the energy you've put into the question. So it's good that you give some details. That helps me. That helps the cards read the energy around the question. Thaldy, so sorry to hear that. Thaldy. Spiritual insight. I'm getting that you're going to be getting some signals and some symbols from him. Maybe not just yet. If he's just passed recently, sometimes the dearly departed need a little bit of a time to rest, but he will come to you as spiritual insight. I'm getting. Oh, isn't that beautiful? Connection. Jake is connected to you always. Look at that. The connection between you can never ever end, and it transcends the passing. So this is the breath of life, and these birds are the different people that we meet along our path, and whether they're here or in spirit, they always love us and they are always connected to us. So I would say 100% yes. Yes, he knows that you miss him because he's connected to you still, and he always will be. It's a beautiful card. I don't think I've ever pulled that card before. And see what it says. We are all connected. So this is really your message today from Jake. And I'll pull one of these, and then I'll pull your spirit animal because that might also help you. Thorns. Oh dear. See. Weathering the challenges ahead will bring you a new and positive future. So it is tough. It's tough when we miss someone, and it's tough when we lose somebody. But he'll be watching out for you, and yeah, he knows, and also he's safe. He's safe where he is. He's happy, and he's at peace. But for you, it's difficult to navigate grief. But the grief will not always be so sharp. And your spirit animal, isn't that interesting? Dog, friend. And this could still be another message from your friend Jake to you, rather than being your spirit animal. Because when I pull the spirit animal cards, they read differently depending on the questions that's being asked. So we're very much in the energy of your friend Jake. So he may have brought this card to the surface for you, and it says, oh my word, yes, this is definitely a message from him. It says, today I will love without condition. My energy and enthusiasm are an inspiration. I choose to be happy. I am a protector and a friend. So, yeah. He will never truly be gone from your life, and he'll always be in your heart. Look at that. And he will, and I read these words, he will always love you, and always be a protector to you, and always be a friend. And look how close these dogs are. Very close, very close. So Thaldy, I'm sorry about your loss. I hope that message helps you. Alrighty. Thank you, everybody. Silver Moon Tea Room, I'm sorry that your YouTube got terminated. There is a lot of that going around, and you've asked, was it Samantha or Megan or both or someone else? Well, firstly, I'm glad that it's been reinstated. I'm not that skilled at reading cards that I can give somebody a specific name. Okay, so I'm not going to be able to do that, but I'll just pull you a couple of cards and intuition. Use your intuition and your inner knowing, your inner wisdom. Even if somebody's messing with you, don't worry, because you're never alone. You're never alone. Imagination. Let your imagination, let your dreams take flight. So what I'm getting here is, do the things you need to do, like getting your YouTube reinstated, but don't read too much into it. There can be bots and things like that that come into play. Yeah. Don't let it get you down, is really what I'm getting. It doesn't matter who or what was behind it, whether it was a mistake, whether it was somebody intentional. It's just, yeah. Don't let that get your spirit down. And look, here's the card for you, is healing. Bless all in need of healing, hope and love. Spirit, grant us strength and wisdom. Guide us to the path of wellness. So look after yourself. Don't let your energy be stolen by something like that that's happened. I hope that helps you, Silver Moon. And now, American Doodle. Spirit animal. Absolutely, American Doodle. We sure can do that. I'll pull one of these cards for you first, and then we'll get on to a spirit animal. American Doodle. Another one. Use your intuition and inner wisdom. And sometimes people say to me, I don't know if I've got intuition. I don't know if I'm getting spiritual messages. And one of my subscribers this week said to me, I had lots of dreams about snakes, and then I went out to do the washing and there was a snake on the washing line. Does it mean bad things are going to happen? No, bad things are not going to happen. The dream was an intuition that you needed to be watch out for snakes. And then when she did watch out for snakes, she was aware of the snake on the washing line and she was able to get away before it struck at her. So practice using your intuition when you get a feeling about something, whether it's something like that or just, go early to an appointment or whatever it is. You never know what could have happened if you didn't use that intuition. Ladybird. Oh, this is a great one for you, Doodle. You are a bright energy. Let worry go and be happy for the here and now. Feel good about being a loving and colourful you. You bless the world with colour and good luck. Turn it this way so you can screenshot it if you want to. Awesome. I hope you have a fantastic week. And thank you to all the good wishes about me with my sinus infection. It's better than it was, but I'm still in a bit of pain, and it's much better than it was. But I am a little bit slow still because I'm still on antibiotics. Thanks, Doodle. Thanks for being here. Intergalactic Defender, spirit animal. Let's see. Welcome. Love your username. Ooh, balance. Have you been too busy in one area of your life? Might be time to get a little bit more balance. And your spirit animal is the lizard. Such a gorgeous card. Lizard, and the meaning is regeneration. As a survivor, you are unparalleled. No matter what happens, you can adapt. Embrace your transformation. Put on a new cloak. You are the master of regeneration. There we go. I hope you enjoy that. And remember, with a spirit animal, you can have a spirit animal for life, or you can have a spirit animal for a particular season in your life. So, for example, my spirit animal that I've always had is a lion or a lioness. But when I go through different things in my life, I have other spirit animals that walk with me. Okay, Theo. Oh, hi, Theo. I hope you're feeling a bit better. I know you've not been fantastically well. Glad to see you up and on our live. Theo, what is your spirit animal? Ooh, look at that. Dreaming, it says. Be aware of your dreams. You might get messages in your dreams. And if you don't remember your dreams, you might see something in the day that just kind of gives you like a deja vu moment. That might be reminding you of what's happening in your dreams. But look at all these different animals. I'm getting you at the moment. You've got lots and lots of different animals watching over you and protecting you and giving you encouragement. But what is Theo's spirit animal? Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. Oh, these cards are very big. Sorry, I'm smashing the camera there. Theo. Anybody else got questions? Oh, it's a pleasure, Margie. Oh, Theo, the dolphin. That's a beautiful one. Swim in the happy joy of living. Inhale confidence and exhale fear. Dive into your wisdom. Go with the flow. Isn't that beautiful? I'm just going to go. My lovely. There we go. Sorry, I'm just catching up with my questions here. If my lovely mod wouldn't mind putting questions in another one in advance so that I can get caught up. Dave Murphy has a question. Is my baby sister's wedding? My baby sister's wedding is today. Do you see her having a long and happy marriage? Oh, okay. Dave's sister. Need to use a different set of cards for that, Dave. Look, it's called the Golden Future Oracle. Dave's sister getting married today. Wow. What a joyful occasion. Dave's sister getting married today. Ooh. Blueprint for 3D humanity. That's very interesting and complex. And it's talking about, at the bottom here, gifts and powers. So I'm getting really here that her and her husband are, they're going to have a very, very interesting future and very fulfilled. And you see the two birds here, the two hummingbirds? They're like two peas in a pod. As the marriage continues and grows and their love strengthens, they're going to be more and more in tune and in harmony with each other. Isn't that interesting? So that to me is a very, very strong bond. Let's pull another one for Dave's sister. Hope you're doing well, Dave, and those kids of yours aren't driving you mad. Dave's got twins, 11 years old. Oh, I remember when mine were 11. It was a much simpler time. Dave's sister. Oh, lovers. And don't worry that came up upside down. I don't read these upside down. That's a very interesting card when you're asking about marriage. There are two paths ahead. Be true to yourself. So lovers can sometimes be a decision point, and obviously they've decided to get married. And so I'm getting from this, look at all the stars and the sparkles, that things are going to be very positive. That's great. That's a fantastic card for somebody getting married. So yeah, I'm getting that they definitely are a good match for each other. Oh, and look on this one over here. 3-3. That's quite that's a very auspicious number. It's a very spiritual number. So I'm getting that not only is there love between the two, but there's a spiritual element to it as well. Soulmates, if you will. So yeah, I'm seeing a very happy marriage there. Of course, when I read on other people, everybody's got free will, so things might change. But given the trajectory of what's happening right now, that is what I see for their marriage. So that's very, very good. Chantel Martin, how are you? You would like a reading about life and spirit animal. Okay, Chantal Martin. Chantal Martin. Oh, enjoy the wedding, by the way, Dave. Chantal Martin. Tell us about Chantal Martin and life. Hoo-hoo, opportunity. Expand your horizons. So you've got opportunity on the way there for you, Chantal Martin. And see this bird here that's flying? The opportunities are very good opportunities. And when you take the opportunities, good things will happen. Chantal Martin. Hoo-hoo, transformation. Reach out for the power and strength to make changes, enrich your life, and become the person you want to be. Wow, your life has got a powerful future. You've got all good things happening. Yeah, have confidence and step out bravely. And now Chantal's spirit animal. What do we think it's going to be? What do we think it's going to be? Chantal Martin. Okay. Wow, owl. Magic. Owl's a very powerful spirit animal that's guiding you there. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner wisdom. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. Wow, that's a very, very exciting future that you've got ahead of you. Very powerful spirit animal to guide you as well. Well done. Just remember to follow your intuition. Follow your intuition. And people sometimes say, well, how do I know if I'm getting it right? Well, it's like your intuition is a little bit like a GPS. If you follow it and you go slightly off track, it will help you to correct onto the right track. Okay, Drusilla Martel. Yeah, I don't really do past life readings. I don't actually have that skill, but let's do a general read for you anyway, and it might give you some answers. Every time I say I don't read on a particular topic, then I read on it and something interesting comes out. So I may be able to get more about your energy in a past life. Inspiration. Look at that. I'm getting this as a very spiritual card, so yeah, I'm almost getting that this is like some kind of a priestess. Let me see. I'm just wondering if a different set of cards might tell you anything about your past life. Some kind of a priestess. And this, with a stag in the background, very close to spirit. So, harvest, abundance. Yeah, this is also giving me priestess vibes, and the owl is wisdom. And look at the little creature in the background there. Might have been a priestess where people brought offerings to a temple, is kind of what I'm getting here. So I can't tell you, a name and a date and a place, but that's very interesting. Let's see, one more for Drusilla Martel. New beginnings. Take a fresh look at life. Yeah, I'm getting that people would come to you when they were struggling with spiritual questions, and you would help them. So, I don't know if that helps you. Priestess is what I'm getting for you. I'm afraid I can't be more precise than that. Or why don't I pull an Egyptian card for you and see what comes out? May or may not give us any answers. Sometimes these Egyptian cards are chatty, sometimes they're not. I'll just do one. And see if anything nothing relevant might come up, but something relevant might come up. Drusilla, past life. And I've also, of course, you've probably had many past lives, so these are Pacho, sacred journey. You could very well have been a priestess in Egypt, at the time of the great pharaohs. Look how beautiful the pyramids looked at that time. You were on a sacred journey then, and you're still on a sacred journey. I hope that helps. Wow, that's a great card to come up for that question. Okay, Drusilla. Hope that helps you. Deb, will my niece's wedding go well? It's in 2 weeks. Deb. let's pull a card for you first, Deb, and let's do which one? I'm just trying to work out which deck wants to speak for you, Deb. Pull a card for you first, and then we'll pull about the wedding. Deb, sleep, slow down. Have you been overdoing it, Deb? Do you need to rest? Try and rest. Try and rest. Not necessarily even sleep, just do something that you enjoy. Deb's niece's wedding. Deb's niece's wedding. 2 weeks' time. Deb's niece's wedding. How will it go? How will it go? Gratitude. Gratitude. So I'm going to be here. I'm thinking here that this is, I don't know if this is you or your niece, but very pleased at how well it goes. What else? Tell us a little bit more. Cards. Yeah, this for me is just more about the pictures. Looking, once the wedding is over, you're going to be looking at the wedding and going, wow, that was incredible. That was a fantastic wedding. They're not really telling me much, so we'll go to a different deck. Deb's niece's wedding. Deb's niece's wedding. Deb's niece's wedding. Oh, look at that. Abundance, but more than abundance. Look at all the celebration and the party and the good time. Everybody's happening. Everybody's happening. Lucky times are ahead of you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. Yes, it's going to be a great success. Everybody's going to be happy. And if there are tiny little hitches that happen, which I'm not seeing, but if there are, it's going to be irrelevant. It's, yeah, everything is going to be fantastic. It's going to be a fantastic celebration. So you see, sometimes when I read the cards, I'm not getting an answer to the question I'm asking. I need to ask a different deck, because a different deck might be able to give me a better, I'll give you this one this way. A different deck might be able to give me a better insight. Okay, put these babies away. And now, thank you very much for that question. Deb, remember to rest. Maybe rest before or rest after. Okay. See Australia with me. Good morning, See Australia. You're from the Gold Coast. I'm just down the road from you. I'm in Brisbane. If I come to the Gold Coast, I might, yeah, if you email me just email me, and we can be in communication behind the scenes. And if I come up to the Gold Coast, we can have a chat, and I might be able to do a face-to-face reading for you. How's that? I come up for lunch or something. Okay, See Australia with me. I would like to know if I will get answers about my new presentations of my spinal disease. Worst pain ever after 30 years. Ended up in emergency. Oh, that's terrible, See Australia with me. That is just terrible. Okay, let's clear the air. Let's just see. Let's just see what the cards have to say. This one jumped out. Hope. Hope. Out of darkness comes light. So that's a very positive card for me. I don't know if this is a new kind of a doctor or some new perspective, a new way of looking at the condition that you've got. But look at all the, I'm getting, this is you here, and you're cared for. And look at all these flowers here, and these flowers in your hair. Yes, it's been a very difficult and dark time, but there's definitely hope. So that's an answer immediately to the specific question. That hope, that there is hope. I'll just make sure these cards are the right way around. I'm also getting, as well as the spinal. Sorry, I'm just putting them all the right way up. As well as the doctors that you've been seeing, there might be some other people that might be able to help, whether it's you've probably seen a physiotherapist, or somebody who does acupuncture, or somebody who does even hypnotherapy. Hypnotherapy can be very good for pain. Yeah, I'm getting a sense of a broader field of people that might be able to help you. And those, hypnotherapy and acupuncture might sound a bit strange, but it's worth just exploring what other options there are in your area. I'm also getting for you to have a look on Facebook and see if there's any groups that are for chronic pain or for back pain. You might find some snippet of information that helps you. Safety. You are held. That's what I was getting here as well. You are held. Somebody looking after you. Very much, I don't know if you already have a very loving community around you, but I'm getting this not only, friends and family, but medical professionals as well. They've got you. So I'm getting that there's hope. People are really concerned about you, and they really are doing their best. I'm also getting that there might be some new person that you meet, or when you talk about it. I'm really getting Facebook groups. Also in Queensland, I know that there's a charity for for kids in pain. I don't know if they've got something similar for adults. The one for kids in pain, we went and we had a day. So this is not to do with the spinal issue. This is to do with a chronic pain issue. I'm getting, if you can see, just Google and see if there are any support groups for people with chronic pain, because when you go into that kind of a group, they're looking at it not just from the spinal perspective, but from the chronic pain perspective, and they might be able to provide you with some new solutions or new ideas that your current team, that will help your current team look after you better. I hope that helps. And let's see what this card says. Dragonfly. Oof. Have confidence during times of great joy, renewal, and connection to spirit. So I'm getting this as things will get better, and there will be celebrations coming. So see Australia with me. I'm really sorry that you're going through it, but I'm getting that things will get better. Things will get better. So I hope that helps. Let me just pull your spirit animal as well. See Australia with me. Anybody else with questions, please pop them into the chat. Oh, 2 came out for you. Ram, which is perseverance, and Owl Magic. You have many gifts, see Australia with me. No problem can withstand the power of your mind. With patience, you can reach your mountaintop. Never give up, and good luck will follow. So I'm getting that never give up very much. Again, hope and answers might come in ways that are unexpected and from unexpected quarters, and they might come quite quickly. If you look here with the mountain stream flowing down, it might come quite quickly. After struggle, answers might come quickly. Owl Magic. Choose to know the truth because you can. Open your inner vision. You can see through deception. Let the past go and make room for a better life. Rise up. Magic and wisdom are your birthright. So I hope that helps. Yeah, email me, and when I come to the Gold Coast again, I'll come and I'll do a reading for you at no charge in person. All right. Don't know when I'll be coming, but be in touch. Okay, Wendy. Will my daughter get her own place before Christmas? Yeah, Dillygaff, I don't know. I'm just looking in the Dillygaff. Are you the same time zone as Sydney? Sometimes we are and sometimes we aren't. Just go to world clock, whatever it is, world. Google it. What time zone is it in Brisbane? What time is it in Brisbane? And you'll get the answer to that. Okay, sorry, I got distracted. Wendy. Okay, I'm not great at reading time frames, and the cards are not great at giving time frames. Not the cards that I use are not very good with time frames, but let's give it a go. I've stopped saying that I'm not going to read on I'm not going to read on certain topics because the cards often surprise me. Stillness. Be calm and be quiet. So it's telling me that you might be in a little bit agitated at the moment. Take a breath. Everything's going to be all right. I don't know why that came up. Let's check that they're all the right way. So whether it happens before Christmas or after, relax, relax. It will happen in perfect timing. Let's see. Ignite. Release your potential. I'm getting almost that this is you and your daughter. And this is her looking and seeing, following your example for in difficult times. See all the snowflakes. Whenever she moves out, I'm getting that she really views you as her protector, even if she's not giving you that impression. She may be a little reluctant to leave. A part of her might be reluctant to leave, but whenever she moves out, you will still have a good relationship with her. Put it that way. Let me grab my children cards. This might give me more. And if your relationship with her is not good right now, it will be in the future, or if it is good, it will continue to be good. I'm getting almost that she's a little, even if whether or not she's telling you, there's part of her that's reluctant to move out. Hey, windy, windy, windy. Hoo-hoo. Dance the rainbow. That's beautiful. I love to have beauty in my life. I'm getting almost that if it takes a little longer for her to move out, it's because she needs to wait for the right time, the right opportunity, the right thing, the right place. So I'm not saying that there will be a delay, but if there is a delay, that might be why. 5 might happen. I don't know if that's the 5th of December. Cards, can you give me a time? Give me a time frame. Could be the 5th of December, or it could be 5 months. Let's see. 6, 5, 6. That means things are improving, getting better. My wishes float easily into the world. Yeah, so it might take a little doing for her to get her own place, but then, yeah, it's all going to come together is what I'm getting. It's all going to come together. And the place, when she moves out, it's going to be the right time and the right place. I hope that helps, Wendy. Cassie Bean, hello. Am I going to get my dream beach wedding abroad? Oh, Cassie Bean. Are you in a relationship right now? Are you engaged right now? Are you... Oh, care. Be gentle with yourself. What I'm getting from this, Cassie Bean, is the most important thing when you get married is the marriage, not so much the wedding. The most important thing is that you find somebody who's going to love and cherish you and care for you always, in good times and in bad times. So I'm not getting an answer about that wedding, but I'm getting an answer that it's more important to focus on the marriage than on the wedding. So have those conversations beforehand, like, what will you do if you have a disagreement on certain things? What will you do if you can't agree on, for example, whether or not to have kids or where to send the kids to school? So that's not answering about the beach wedding, but that's answering about making sure the relationship is solid before a wedding happens. Let's see. Cards, can you answer Cassie Bean's question? Rebirth. Let go of the ties that bind. So I'm getting, again, don't be so fixated on the marriage, on the wedding. It's the marriage that's the most important thing. And if you are less determined to have that dream wedding on the beach, that's when it's more likely to happen, if that makes sense. If you focus more on the marriage, the dream wedding is more likely to happen. I hope that makes sense. And I'll pull one more for you, Cassie Bean. Cassie Bean. And of course, whether or not you have a dream wedding abroad depends on so many things and so many people and free will of so many people that it's difficult for the cards to give a, the cards can project what your path might be, but when it comes to a wedding, there's so many different paths. But I'm really getting very strongly that the cards are saying focus on the dream marriage. Fool's journey. This is somebody who goes on an adventure without with a lot of courage, put it that way. Have the courage to embrace change, take risks, be adventurous. And so, yes, this could be giving you confirmation you've got every chance of having that dream wedding on the beach because you're adventurous, but also have the courage to embrace change. If it doesn't work out exactly the way you've got it in your head, that does not mean anything about your marriage not going to be good. It just means you're flexible. So, yes, there's a very good chance that it will happen. But as long as your focus is on the marriage and not the wedding, if that makes any sense. Okay. Congratulations if you are getting married soon. That'll be great. The real Gigi, hello, how are you? You want to know about your spirit animal? Of course, my darling, of course. Thank you for being here, guys. Just while I shuffle them out, so you'll see that I've created a membership. Some people have asked for it. I've got one tier. It's $2.99 a month. You get priority answers to comments, including on the lives. Absolutely do not have to join, but you can if you want to. And then I'm going to have some other options for people who want more benefits than that. But it does help if you do join. Otherwise, you can buy me a coffee. My link is in the description. I desperately need a new phone because my phone is my camera and it keeps cutting out when I pre-record things. So the real Gigi, my spirit animal, please. Firstly, the real Gigi, shine, hold your head high. That's a very, very interesting card. You're very gifted. And your abilities are going to make the world a better place. Just being you is making the world a better place. Awakening. Live in the moment. Interesting. Don't be too concerned about the future or the past. Live in the moment, the real Gigi. Hope that is meaningful for you. And what is Gigi's spirit animal? These cards are massive. You look compared to the other cards, they're much bigger. Very difficult to shuffle them. The real Gigi. The real Gigi. This one jumped out. Ooh, Moose Wisdom. Let your head and mind reach the stars, yet keep your feet grounded on the earth. Listen to the ancient wisdom of your soul. The ancestors speak through you. You know much. And that's real interesting because I've just put on my Buy Me a Coffee. I've got a PDF that people can, it's only $4 if you want to buy it, and you can print it out and then you cut these out. But what something in this card reminded me, see here, keep your eyes on the stars and your feet on the ground. Let your mind reach to the stars and keep your feet grounded on the earth. Isn't that interesting? So yeah, if you want to go to the Buy Me a Coffee, it's in the store, and so you print it out and then you cut them into little cards. I just print it on paper, and then you can just pick one each day. I like to put one in my wallet each day as I go about my day, and then it reminds me. So this one says, blooms where you are planted. Be the energy you want to attract. Make yourself a priority. So just cute little sayings. So that's just $4 on the Buy Me a Coffee, and just click onto the thing that says shop. yeah, just a fun little thing. But that's interesting that that wording just reminded me of that special printout. And I'll be adding more sort of affirmations, or the next ones that I've got going, or the I am, you know, I am graceful, I am whatever. Those will be put up next. Anyway, Gigi. The moose, Gigi. Thank you for being here, and thank you for asking a question. Woof. Woof. Hello. Do you see my husband and his book coming to your part of the world? Woof. Woof. Oof. I'm not sure if the cards can answer that question. Let me just have a drink. Woof. Well, that kind of a question, there's so many other people's free will is involved. That's a very difficult kind of a question to answer. But anyway, the cards are clever. Let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see what the cards have to say. Let's see what the cards have to say. Oof. Oof. They want to shuffle for a long time this on this question. Maybe this is not the right deck. Let's see. Woof. Shine. Hold your head up high. So he is going to shine with his book. Let's see which cards want to be read. This one maybe. Anybody else with questions, please ask them. Quest. Interesting. Be bold, and mighty forces will aid you. Take action. Good luck favors the brave. So wherever his book's going to be, it's I'm getting that it depends on his actions and how bold he is, as to how far the book will go. It's very vague, but that's what I'm getting. It really depends on how bold he is. But there certainly is a potential. There's a massive potential for him to come here. Australia, New Zealand, even the Pacific Islands. Let's see. Woof, woof. Anybody else with questions, please ask them. Woof's husband and his book. If you come to Brisbane, Woof, or if he comes to Brisbane, let me know. We can go out for a coffee or something. Wow, that one jumped out. Look at that. Unicorn. This is very rare. It hardly ever comes out. Success, hope, freedom, healing, and magic are all available to you if you'll just believe. Look at that. That's amazing. And see, there's a unicorn in the background in the clouds. Well, it's not the clouds, is it? It's the sky, it's the stars. And then the unicorn reflected down here. So if he imagines it and dreams it and takes the right steps, yeah, he's got every chance of success to be bringing his book to my end of the world. So I hope that helps you, lovely. That's very positive for him. I'm just going to have a quick look on the chat. See Australia with me, Rose. You've been on bed rest for over 6 weeks, but it keeps getting worse. Oh, so sorry to hear that. So sorry to hear that. I'm really getting, if you can get some relief from the pain, they might be able to figure out what the cause is. If you have somebody who can come to your place, just try acupuncture. It might not work, but it might work. It might just give you some kind of relief. Alrighty, Chantal. Thank you. Woof. Is that Barky? Are you calling yourself Woof now? I think sure that's the same image. Thanks, Wendy. I am feeling a bit better. Not 100%, but yeah, I'm still on my antibiotics, but I am definitely feeling better than last week. Got a bit of pain. So I'm just answering a few things in the chat, and then I will do recollections may vary question next. Yeah, it's very strange that yeah, very strange. So many people have got back pain at the moment. My mother's got back pain. I just took her for a scan a couple of days ago, and she can hardly move. So again, if you can get into some kind of a Facebook group about that type of back pain, other people living with that pain might be able to give you some tips that you might not get from doctors. I'm not saying go and do crazy remedies. I'm just saying practical information or tips that your doctor might not have thought about. Our recollections may vary. Is danger near? It could change after my next video. Is danger near? Well, that's a bit cryptic. It's easier for the cards to read the energy if you are more precise. But anyway, let's see what the cards have to say. Message might be meaningful to you, but not to anybody else because it's a bit cryptic. But let's see. Is danger near? Danger. Danger. Our recollections may vary. Ah, that one jumped out. Creativity. Express your soul energy. That's what you do. That's what you do on your channel. So I'm getting this is the correct energy. I'm getting just keep doing what you're doing. They say the pen is mightier than the sword. Well, these days the cell phone camera is mightier than people who try to spread disinformation. Isn't that funny? Remember how Meghan Markle said that she was a dolphin? I'm getting there's falseness and fakeness, but you bring truth to light. And look at that hummingbird that's soaring there, and all the rainbows. I'm just getting that people might be out to cancel you or might have it in for you, but you will prevail. You will prevail is what I'm getting. Music. Bring yourself into divine harmony. And so I'm getting whatever else is happening, don't worry about it. You just be you. You do you. And the more that others try to bring you down, if you don't focus on that, but focus on doing your thing, they will not succeed. Look at that. Look at that big light bulb. Education, it says, expand your right brain activity. So you might need to be a bit strategic about what you're doing, but your soul path is clear. So be strategic, but don't let others stop you. I hope that helps. I'm not getting any danger. I'm not getting any sense of danger. I'm getting a sense of others might be trying to block you or step in your way, but they will not be successful, is what I'm getting from these cards. Hope that helps you. Our recollections may vary. I'm not getting danger, though. Not getting any danger. Yeah, do email me. I'd love to do a live with you and do a bit of a collab. Wendy, will my daughter have another child? Oof, that's a topic that I think I really do not want to read on, Wendy, because, yeah, I am just a card reader and I could get things wrong. And if I give you an answer either way, yeah, it's having a child there's so many different factors involved. It's whether she wants a child, whether she's in a stable relationship, whether a new soul wants to be born to her, which new soul, what that new soul journey is, whether that journey is just to be in the mother's womb for a short time or for a long time, or whether the soul journey is to be birthed and have a life on earth. So yeah, it's not really a question that my cards will be able to answer, and it's it's just so many different things that come into play. But let's see what the cards have to say for you anyway, Wendy. Abundance. Count your blessings. So abundance gives the impression of more. So yes, potentially there's more. But count your blessings also tells me appreciate the child or children your daughter already has. So this card is really saying, I'm not going to give you an answer to that question. I'm not going to give you an answer to that question. There could be more children, or the child or children existing could be what you need to focus on. So, yeah, the card's just sort of reinforcing my feeling on it there. Spiritual insight, sacredness, just saying that each child is sacred, and look at the different cycles of the moon. So it's possible, it's definitely possible, and see how the energy flowing down from her. She's got her hands over her womb there, so it's definitely possible, but I don't think it's something that the cards are going to answer. Life's purpose, manifest your dreams. This is really, for me, is the card is telling you to look after yourself, and part of your life's purpose, obviously, is the role that you play in your daughter's life and your grandchildren's life. So, Wendy, I hope that gives you some answer, even though it's not a yes or no answer. There certainly is a potential for it, but enjoy what you have right now, and more might follow. Might not. That's the closest I can get to an answer. Sorry. Unicorn and Rainbows, hello, how are you? I missed you on our last live. I still have this one out for you. I drew that when I was putting away the cards previous time. This one fell out, and it just reminded me of you. Expand your causal chakra, enter the unicorn kingdom. If you want to know the page from the book for this one, just email me and I'll send you that. And that might actually give you some answers. If you email me, I'll be able to email you what that says. Let me see if I can. Not sure where I've put that box. Oh, hang on. Let me see if I can see it now. That might give you some answers. So, Unicorn and Rainbows is asking, what manifestations are coming in for me soon or in the near future? The thing with manifestations is that a lot depends on other people, and a lot depends on what energy and action you take. And so I can have a look at it and see what the energy says right now, but it could change depending on your energy, your input, and the input and energy of others around you. 40. This is from this deck. I don't have my reading glasses, and these are very, very small. This talks about being a card of higher service. Invites you to develop your causal chakra above and slightly behind your crown. To help you, Archangel Christiel will send a finger of his light via the moon to this spiritual center. So that might be a way to help your manifestations. Let's see if this deck has any other messages for you. Sometimes find this deck a little difficult to interpret, but you might be able to interpret it. What manifestations are coming in for me soon or in the near future? Unicorn and Rainbows. Soul satisfaction. Honor your uniqueness. Do what makes you feel good. Look at that. There's definitely community, family, joy, love. Look at the little stars. Abundance, satisfaction, and 2, 3. The number progresses, so you're moving. You up. I don't want to say upskilling, but things are improving in your life. So it's a very interesting card. Let me just I'll put these away, otherwise I'm going to lose them. Alrighty. What manifestations are coming? What manifestations are coming? Thank you everybody for being here. Please ask your questions in the chat, and I will get to them in the order that they are asked. Unicorn and rainbows. Dreamer, your dreams have chosen you. Find fulfillment in pursuing your destiny. This is the magic of life. Very interesting. And one of these. So it's pretty much about pursuing your passions, really, and being of service to others is what I'm getting. And then you will receive fulfillment and satisfaction. Lovers. So this can be love. Remember I said here, love. And there might be 2 paths ahead. Be true to yourself. Use your intuition. The world. The world is your oyster. Be open to new possibilities in all areas of your life. I'm not sure if that helps. Unicorn and rainbows. Thank you for being here. You've been here from the beginning. This I think you've been on almost every live I've ever had. So lovely to see you back. Paula Edwards. Hello. Paula Edwards says, could you do a love reading for me? I've been single for so long. Thank you so much. Oh, Paula, I'm sorry you've been single for so long. But you know, it's better to be happy and single than depressed and unhappy in a bad relationship. So I'll just give you that for what it's worth. Oh, goodness. These 3 cards jumped out. So let's see. Paula Edwards, Dreamer. This is one that we had for rainbow and unicorns and rainbows. Your dreams have chosen you. Find fulfillment in pursuing your destiny. This is the magic of life. So I'm getting almost here is if you focus on what makes you happy, what you enjoy, your hobbies, the things you find fulfilling, that's when love will unexpectedly enter your life. Change. You are transforming. Let go of the past. Embrace the light and joy of this new day. So try to let go of that identity of the single person or, I can't find the right person or whatever that is. Change your mindset from that to I have an amazing life and focus on the things that are incredible in your life. And then when you let go of that past idea of why am I single? Why have I been single for so long? Just acknowledge that. That's the reality. But then go, but my life is incredible anyway. When you do that and you move towards things that make you feel fulfilled, again, I'm getting that's when love will come. Cycles. We are all becoming. Surrender to your changes. Release your fear. Trust this powerful process. So isn't that interesting? Transforming. And cycles and change. And so the things that you're dreaming of are going to come. The change is happening. And yeah, we are all becoming. So this is just part of the cycle of life. This is not your lot forever. Love will come. Love will come. But I'm getting very much that it's important for you to love yourself, to do special things for yourself. I hope this is helping you. I'm just really struck by this one says you're transforming and this one says you're becoming. It's almost as though your personal identity is being forged at the moment, and you need at this time to be able to focus on yourself rather than having somebody else. But once you accept that you're changing into the a better version of yourself, then you will be more fulfilled in your life. And when you're more fulfilled on your own, that is when love will come unexpectedly. Let's see what else these other cards have to say for you. New beginnings. New beginnings. Take a fresh look at life. So it's all about life cycle, new beginnings. And so, yep. See the two bunny rabbits there? See, there's you and somebody that you love. So love the ones that are around you at the moment in a platonic way, and romantic love will follow. Romantic love will follow. Even though it seems I remember when I was single, and it seems like forever. But it's important to focus on taking care of yourself, and then love will blossom. Self-exploration. So yeah, find things that you enjoy, hobbies, whatever it is, and when you focus on that, suddenly out of nowhere, love will come. And what happened with me was I went to an industry golfing weekend, even though I don't play golf. My friend, just dropped the bell. My friend wanted to go to this golfing weekend because she wanted to meet guys. And I was like, just come out of well, no, I'd been single for a while, and I was sick of trying to look for love. So I went with her so that she could find guys. And on the first night, we took over this whole restaurant, and I sat at a table. It was a table for two because I didn't want to talk to anybody because I didn't want to be there. And a fairly nice looking young man came up to my table and he said, "Oh, do you mind if I sit down?" I'm like, actually, you can see I'm sitting here by myself. I don't want to be with anybody. But anyway, I was too polite. So I just said, "Oh, yeah, sure, fine. Sit down." I wasn't very receptive, but he said, "Oh, I hear you're from South Africa. I'm also from South Africa." And I'm telling you what, we started talking and we haven't stopped. The next day I managed to get him in my golf team. I got the guy who was arranging the groups to do some changes to the groups. We just, that night, we spoke and spoke and spoke. It was like I'd known him forever. And yeah, I mean, I was 29 at the time. Within 6 months we were engaged, and within another 6 months we were married, and now we've been married 24 years. And so the whole point of the story is I had stopped looking for love because I was just so frustrated and aggravated. Yeah, and when he sat down that night, I did not want to speak to him. I'm like, I'm sitting at this little table by myself because I don't want to be engaged in company. Otherwise, I'd be sitting at the big table. So anyway, I do hope that love finds you, I think is the message. Anyway, I don't think I've told that story about how I met my husband on this platform before. So Paula, yes, I know how it feels. But there are, and my personal view is that there's more than one person who could be the love of your life. And they will cross your path. Christine Milligan. Okay, Christine Milligan says, "Please, can you guide me about my partner, if he's going to be okay and if I can keep coping with it?" So, Christine, I'm getting that there's something underlying behind your question that you're not saying, which is fine. Fair enough. I understand that not everybody wants to give all the information. Again, it's difficult for my cards to answer that kind of a question. But there's two parts to your question. And is your partner going to be okay, and are you going to be able to keep coping with it? So I'm going to ask the cards a second question first. Okay, is Christine going to be able to keep coping with whatever's happening with her partner? Christine Milligan. Ebb and flow. So this ebb and flow is about cycles of life, things that come and go. So I'm getting almost here some kind of an improvement with your partner. But I'm also getting, see this lady here who's sleeping? You really, really, really need to take care of yourself. And I know that is very difficult sometimes. But you can't be there for your partner if you don't take care of yourself. I remember when my son was in and out of hospital for 18 months. There was no time for me to take care of myself. It was, one emergency after the next. And Yeah, I was, still am very burnt out, even though that happened years ago. So try and find some ways to look after yourself. Christine cards. What do you have to say for Christine? Balance. Just what I was saying. Try and get balance in your life. That is a very important thing. And if it's a situation where your husband needs care and you're caring for him, then it's important to try and find somebody who can do some caring and you can take a break. Or if it's a different kind of situation where the situation is putting you under stress, you still need to have some kind of a break from it as much as you can. And I know it's not always easy, but for you long term, that's the important thing. That's the important thing. You can't care for somebody else if you're not caring for yourself. Happiness. In a difficult situation, it's important to find joy in the small things. And I'm not talking about, yay, life is fantastic, because sometimes life just sucks, okay? What I'm talking about is just appreciating small things, and that will help you with your emotional and mental energy. So, for example, when my son was in and out of the hospital for those 18 months, and it was just sucking the life out of me, and he was on opiates, and he was in agony, and he was screaming in pain, and they didn't know what was wrong with him. The one day we were in the hospital, and it was like 3 or 4 a.m. We'd been there the 2 days and nights, and they were about to discharge him. And just before they discharged him, they said to him, "Are you hungry?" And he said yes, he was. And they gave him this white bread sandwich with cheese on it. And he ate the sandwich, and he was so happy about this damn sandwich. "Oh, Mom, they gave me a free sandwich." And my energy and my heart was breaking, because the doctors had done all of these tests. They hadn't figured out the root cause of my son's pain. And I was so much in that. And then he was just excited about this weirdest arbitrary thing, the sandwich. We can still remember it all these years later. And it was just his attitude and being able to be grateful for something so small and appreciate it. It made me and my husband laugh. We just laughed at him as he ate the sandwich. I mean, he didn't eat sandwiches at home, but he ate this probably 2-day-old sandwich in the hospital. So what I'm saying is, it's really important for your mental health if you can try and find things to appreciate in the situation. I'm also getting very much that if for you to explore ways of getting help and assistance. So this is very much about you, and yeah, let's see what else cards tell us about Christine and her husband. Passion, burning with life's passion. See the fingers on the top there? Those are healing fingers. I'm not sure. I'm almost getting that you are needing some healing. I'm getting that you have been giving out your energy and that you are exhausted, dreaming. Yeah. Again, this is, for me, this is card of rest. Somehow you need to regain your strength. I'll ask the cards about your husband in a minute, but yeah, you need to regain your strength. You are very important. Safety. You are held. That's what you need. You need support. Peace. Open your heart. So I'm not getting what your husband's future looks like, but I'm getting that there are several different paths that this might take, and it's important for you to know that you can have peace in your heart. And see all the snowflakes? This is a storm, and it's almost as though this is you here, and there's him, and you're his soft place to fall in the storm. I'm not sure. Difficult for me to really interpret with the amount of information I have, but I'm getting this just to for you not to be overwrought. If that, I don't know if any of this makes any sense, because I'm not sure of your situation. Hope. Hope. There is hope. There is hope. Okay? There is hope for your husband's condition. There is hope. There is hope, but the future might not look like what you had envisaged, is what I'm getting. That's what you might need to be at peace with. And I remember with my son, my other son, he ended up in a wheelchair for about 3 years because of a particular condition that he had, and then he received treatment, and now he's no longer in the wheelchair. But when he was in the wheelchair, his life looked very different. I mean, he was at school, he was teased by the other kids, he couldn't go and run in the park like the other kids. So I had to come to peace with the fact that my son's life did not look like the way that I envisaged it would look. It was very different from what other kids were doing, and that really broke my heart, because it was all about medical stuff and procedures and that kind of thing. I just had to come to peace with that. And I remember the day that he got his wheelchair, that was kind of the day when we had acknowledged that his condition was so bad that he really did need the wheelchair. And I was very upset, because I thought, my child's life as we know it is over. I mean, he really was struggling to walk, and he needed the wheelchair, and I viewed it as this terrible moment. But my son, this is now my other son, going back to this happiness, he was so happy because the wheelchair gave him the opportunity to be mobile, whereas previously he couldn't hardly walk at all. But in the wheelchair, he could move around and go to the movies with friends and things like that. So I'm just getting, life might not be as you envisaged it, but that's something that, when that happens, we need to have peace with. But there's also hope. There is hope there for you. So in our situation, we were so blessed and fortunate that although my son ended up in the wheelchair, and we finally discovered what the ailment was, and this was sort of 3 years later, they figured out some kind of a treatment, and now he's still got his wheelchair, but he doesn't use it because he doesn't need it. He sometimes has to use a walking stick. So I'm just giving you this story as an example of the kinds of things you may have to accept. Things are not the way that you had expected, but there is hope. There is hope. So I hope that helps you, Christine, and I get that you're a very, very strong person, and that, yes, you will be able to cope with whatever comes your way. I hope that helps you. I hope that helps you. I'm sorry that life is difficult for you at the moment. Janeka Casimiro, you're next. Will my kids be okay financially and personally? Oh, Janeka, we all worry about our kids, don't we? We all worry about our kids. And the interesting thing with kids is they can go through phases, and just when you think they're going to do your head in, they turn around and they mature a bit, and yeah, they overcome a hurdle. So Janeka Casimiro. I dropped my bell. Give me a second. I need to find my bell. Just clear the energy. Janeka. Your kids. Woohoo! Intuition, inner wisdom. I'm getting that they, even if they're not appearing to make wise choices at the moment, you have instilled in them some really good inner wisdom, and that good inner wisdom is going to come back and help them to lead good, solid lives. Dedication. This is you and your kids, and you've been so dedicated to them. That love that you've shown them, that dedication you've shown them, is going to pay off. It's going to pay off big time. Let me just use these Wishcraft. These are the children card. So this is telling me, yes, personally, they will be absolutely good. You have taught them the value of love. You've taught them the value of dedication. You've taught them the value of hard work. You've instilled wisdom. You've instilled wisdom in them. Personally, they're going to be more than okay. They're going to flourish. Obviously, like all of us, they will have their ups and downs, but ultimately, they will have fulfilling and loving lives. And bubble power. My wishes float easily out into the world. So yes, they will have visions for their lives. And although life is not going to go in a straight line, they will be able to achieve their goals, and they will be able to be financially independent. Look at all these dreams and hopes that they've got here. They will be able to put their mind to what they set out to do, and finances are not going to be a problem. This is a card of abundance, and it says, I can give good things to myself and others. So yes, they will be more than financially secure. They'll be in such a good financial position that they will be able to take care of other people, whether it's family, friends, giving to charity. So yes, definitely they've got a fantastic personal future, and financially they will be more than just okay, if that makes sense. They will have enough to look after others. Janeka, thank you so much for your question and for trusting me with asking the cards about your children's future. I hope you have a wonderful day, my lovely. Thank you for asking your question. Alrighty, so next up is Great Creator. Who's coming toward in my life? Great Creator, new subscriber. Thank you. Yeah, everybody, if you're new here, please do subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And I do these readings most weekends. And please like the live as well. That also helps. Great Creator, what's coming toward in my life? Okay, very difficult for me to read the cards if the question is very, very general like that. You know, are we talking finances, love, family, living situation? But I will ask the cards. But for everybody else who hasn't asked yet, when you ask a question, try and be as specific as possible. It helps me understand the energy of the cards. Great Creator, what's coming up for Great Creator? Oh, strength. You have strength. Know your strength. That's interesting. Strength. Tell us more, cards. Tell us more about Great Creator. Tell us more. Oh, wildness and freedom. Let go and be. Look at that. Look at that, love. Comfort. But look at them. They've got their eyes closed. I'm almost getting a dream-like state. Things happening beyond your wildest imagination. Let's ask a different deck. Great Creator. What is coming for Great Creator? What is coming for Great Creator? What is coming for Great Creator? Ooh, proposal does not necessarily mean marriage. It can be marriage, but it does not necessarily mean marriage. And it says, a romantic or business opportunity is indicated. It could be both, or it could be either marriage or business. So that's, wow. Wow, that's always a good thing. And look how much love. Look how much love. Love and prosperity. Each one of these little stars is love and prosperity. Woohoo! And luck. Luck is coming for you, Great Creator. You are right to be strong and optimistic about opportunities ahead. So this card is telling you that you're strong. This one says you're right to be strong and optimistic about opportunities. And this one tells you you've got opportunities coming. So trust yourself. This one here is saying trust yourself. Trust your intuition. Make the most of the opportunities that are coming. Because great luck is coming for you. Wow. Okay, that's a pretty clear answer. Pretty clear answer. Thank you for being here, and thank you for subscribing. And thank you to everybody who's on the chat. Please ask your questions. I might not go as long today as I've done in the last few weeks. Last few times I've gone for 4 hours, and I'm still recovering from a sinus infection, so I don't think I can go that long this time. I need to just rest up myself, follow my intuition. Alrighty. Cindy Davis! Cindy Davis! Oh, Cindy is one of my favorites, I've got to say. I don't like to have favorites, but Cindy is. I think she was probably the first person who liked any of my videos and commented on any of my videos. Cindy, thank you so much for your faithfulness, for always commenting and liking. Nurture. Cindy Davis. Will my grandson Jace be successful in his adult life? Nurture. So this card talks about restoring your balance, but that's not. Sometimes I don't read the words. Sometimes it's more the energy of the card that applies. And I'm not a rigid reader. I'm very much an intuitive, energetic reader. So somebody the other day was complaining that I didn't read the word on a card, or that my interpretation was different from the words in the cards. That is because I use my intuition, not what is always what is written on the card. Sometimes I get a different message from the card, put it that way. So what I'm getting from this, Cindy Davis, is that you will be nurturing Jace. Obviously, you'll be his soft place to fall. When things are difficult, he will run to grandma and he will tell you things that he can't tell his parents. But the way that you look after yourself, restore your balance, will teach him how to handle difficult things. So when he sees you going through difficult times and how you handle things and your strength of character and your resilience, he will learn that just by osmosis, just by being around you. He will learn that from you, and that will put him in an excellent position to be successful in his adult life, in relationships, and also in dealing with difficult times, if that makes sense, Cindy. Let's see what else. Jace. Sleep. Slow down. So you may need to be the one that teaches him how to have a balance, how to enjoy things and how to rest, how to work hard, but also how to have fun, how to have downtime. Just what I'm getting here, the sunset here. Go out and watch the sunset. It doesn't necessarily mean about sleep. It just means about restoring yourself. So that's something that he's going to be learning from you, and just for you to be aware of that. Ho-ho. And this one, I'm reading the energy of this. This is a veil that protects people. Protection. So your love is going to be like a blanket that protects him. And he's going to have passions in life that are just going to grow and grow and grow and grow. And so, yeah, I'm getting that he's definitely, he's going to have it's almost like a magical kind of feel to it. He will know unconditional love from you, and that will set him up for a fantastic future. Alrighty, cards. Jace. The thing is, I think for boys, if they can receive unconditional love from a woman early in their life, it will help them respect women later in life, and it will reflect in how they treat their life partner. Whether their life partner is a male or a female, doesn't matter. But, yeah. Jace. Adult life, Jace. Oh, this card is in the wrong pile. Adult life, Jace. Adult life. Soul searching will bring inner peace to many areas of your life. So Cindy, I'm getting, you might be a little harsh on yourself. It's important to show Jace how you learn from life's experience, but don't be judgmental, and be very careful about how you speak about yourself. My mother is terrible in that she'll say things like, "Oh, I'm so stupid." If you are like that, please change how you speak about yourself, because if you judge yourself, he's going to absorb that. And we want him to just love himself unconditionally. You know, so instead of saying, "Oh, I'm so stupid because I can't find my keys," just say, "Oh, I'm going to be more organized. Look, I'm found this little spot is where I'm always going to put my keys." So that's an example. Oh, and there's Jace's future, financially and in love, and in all ways he is going to have luck, 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 luck. You are right to be strong and optimistic about the opportunities ahead. He's going to have lots of opportunities, and he's going to know how to get the most from them, in large part because you've been a part of his life. But just, yeah, this, through just being you. So, Cindy Davis, yes, definitely, Jace is going to have a successful life financially and an abundance of love. I hope that helps. Have a fantastic day. Alrighty, and we're just going to do a couple more, and I think there's, all right, bye. I'm just, my mod has to go. Her phone battery is low. That's all good. So I'm just going to tell you, I'm going to do Leslie Richards, then Brenda Walter, then Marita, and I think we will end it there. I'm just having a look at the chat. Oh, and I'll do Miss 66 as well. All right, Miss 66, you will be my last one. Okay, Michelle C will be my last one. So I'll do Miss 66, then Michelle C. So that's no more questions for today. Come back next week, please, and ask your questions. But I'm going to answer those few that I mentioned before, and then Miss 66 and Michelle C. Alrighty. We've done Leslie Richards. Leslie Richards, oh dear, you've been having a very tough time. Leslie, I lost my partner, son, mother, and nan in August to November. I was wondering how they are, please. Oh, Leslie, my love, how are you? How are you? Your partner, son, mother, and nan. Wow. Wow. How are you? Leslie Richards. Safety. You asked how they are? They're safe. They're safe. And you are held. They are with you and they are holding you. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. I asked the cards about how you are, Leslie. And the cards answered with how they are. Your loved ones are safe and they hold you. They are with you always. Wow. Wow. And that's very, very strong. Shine. Hold your head high. So it's a very difficult, very dark time, and you can be consumed by grief, but they all just want you to really find some happiness in life, and even if you're not dancing down the street in joy, they don't want you to be held back by the fact that they're gone, because they're with you always. They're with you always, and they celebrate your successes, and they mourn with you when you're sad. And so they want you to find love. They want you to find love. Tell us more. Tell us more, cards. Tell us more. Enlightenment. They've reached a state of enlightenment. They've reached a state of knowledge that they didn't have before. And the world and life and death just makes so much sense to them now. So much sense. What else, cards? What else? Patience. Through the darkness into the light, it says. And this is the very dark path, and into the light. And they went into the light, and they are safe. They're secure. They're happy. See this rabbit here running around? They are well. Their concern is for you, though. Their concern is for you. And they want you to have, out of the tunnel of grief, they want you to have light and love and joy in your life. What else, cards? Abundance. Count your blessings. So this is them, always watching over you, always there for you. And they're very concerned about you. And they want you to have a rich, fulfilled life. They don't want you to be stuck in grief. What else, cards? What else? Serenity. That's how they are. They're serene. They're calm. They're at peace. They're at peace. and they want you to be at peace as well. And it's fine to grieve, and it's fine to acknowledge the sadness, but they don't want you to be all consumed by it. The happier you are, the happier they are, is the message I'm getting for you. So Leslie, I hope that helps you. I'm just going to draw one future card for you. I really hope that helps you. I'm so sorry for all of your losses. What a terrible, terrible thing to have to go through. Can somebody just make a note in the chat there that I'm not taking any more questions? I'll answer the ones up to where I said last time. Miss 66, and there was one more after that. Leslie Richards. Oh, my word. There they are. There they are, Leslie. Your angels are guiding and protecting you on your spiritual journey. They are all your angels. They're guiding you and protecting you. They are at peace. They're happy. They just want you to be at peace and to be serene and to be calm. And they want you to get joy back in your life. They want you to start, if there was some kind of a hobby or something that you used to enjoy that you maybe let slide, they want you to take it up again, and they want you not to be isolated. They don't want you to be alone. Whatever form that takes. I'll put it this way so you can snapshot it. Wow, 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 wow. Very, very strong message from all of them. They're safe, they're well, they're happy, they're serene, they're calm, they're at peace, and they love you. They couldn't love you more. They just would like your life to be fulfilled and happy. That's what could bring them even more happiness, is if your life found some joy. And even if it's joy in simple things, even if it's joy in being of service to other people. I hope that helps you, Leslie Richards. I hope that helps you. Thank you, Christine Milligan. She appreciates my message. Thank you very much. Okay. Hi, James Scam. I'm just finishing up. I've got my last few questions, and then I'm finishing up. I'm still under the weather, so I'm not going to be reading for too much longer. I'm not taking any more questions. Thanks, Silver Moon. Yeah, so I'm not taking any more questions, but I send everybody love. And if I haven't responded to you personally in the chat, that's because I put my energy into reading the cards. And I do go back afterwards and I read the chats, and I appreciate every single one of you. Like if you haven't, subscribe if you haven't. Come back next week if you don't get a reading this time. Brenda Walter. Will my finances improve soon? Brenda. Brenda. Bravery. You've had to be brave. But you're not alone. You're not alone. You have spiritual guides with you, and I'm getting that you also actually have strong people in your life, whether you know it or whether you've met them or not. So I'm getting that this is just a little stage that you need to push through. Just a stage you need to push through. There we go, Brenda. Abundance coming soon. Lots and lots of blessings, financial blessings, blessings of love. And this card is a number one. So that means, yes, it's coming soon. Important thing is for you to look after yourself. I'm not even going to pull any more cards for you, because that's a clear answer to your question. Yes, your finances will improve soon. Be brave. Don't lose heart. But look after yourself as well. Okay. I just need to go back into my... So I just need to save these questions before they disappear. Miss 66. Sorry, I just got to write this down because I can't copy it. My mod has gone off. Talk amongst yourselves. I don't want to lose these questions. Sometimes the questions disappear. So Michelle C is going to be my last one. Michelle C. Okie dokes. Right, that happened to me last time when I didn't take a note of the questions, and then I lost them. Okay, so I'm not taking any more questions, but I'm answering up to Michelle C. So Marita, then Miss 66, and then Michelle C. Marita, what are Oscar's feelings about me? Marita, it's I don't have permission from Oscar to read about his feelings, so yeah, I can't ask the cards about somebody else's feelings because he hasn't given me permission to read on them. So I will just do a general read for you. If you want to know about somebody's feelings, the best thing to do is to ask them. Yeah, I can't invade his privacy in that way. So I'm afraid that's something you're going to need to do the old-fashioned way, Marita. I don't want to be obstructive, but let's see what the cards have to say for you. Generosity. So be generous, be kind, and if he sees your true nature, then things could go well. Journey. Your life is a sacred journey. Yeah, it's I'm afraid there's no shortcuts to finding out somebody else's feelings. It's, yeah, enjoy the journey, enjoy your time, listen to your intuition, and yeah, I'm getting that your life is going to be happy and fulfilled. Partnership, well, that could be a potential answer. Learn to grow with others, overcome obstacles by working together, teach each other's hearts while love lasts. Touch each other's hearts while love lasts. So, yep, there's a potential there. There's a good potential. But it's about growing and being in good communication with somebody else to overcome obstacles. So I hope that helps you, Marita. Thank you, everybody for being here. I've got my last two questions, and then I'm going to call it quits because I'm still suffering from my sinus infection. Please come back next week if I didn't read for you. I've got a membership now for YouTube. It's $2.99. That'll get you priority answers to questions or comments. Yeah, and I've got for sale some encouragement cards on my Buy Me a Coffee site. If you go onto it and you just click onto the shop, you'll see that. Okay. Miss 66. I'm so sorry to hear your husband died suddenly 4 years ago, and you're just wondering if there's any messages from him, Miss 66. Let's see. Hubby. Miss 66. So sorry for your loss, Miss 66. Sudden loss is just devastating. Oh, this one jumped out. Let's see what it says. Protection. Goddess has your back. So, protection. There he is, standing behind you. He's very proud of you. He's very proud of anything that you've achieved and anything that you've nurtured. So this might be actual children. This might be other things. It might be how you've grown as a person. It might be career. But there he is behind you. He wants you to know that he is always with you and he will always be there to protect you. But I'm also getting that he wants you to be able to find love, not to be stuck in that grief. He will be happy with your joy and happiness, with your fulfillment. And sometimes we can't be joyful. The best that we can do when we're in grief is to find things that fulfill us. But he's there. He's protecting you. He wants you to know he's protecting you and he's supporting you. Whatever you choose to do in your life, he will be a kind and gentle protector and supporter, and he may even have done things in your life that you don't know about. He may have helped certain situations. Like if you're having just a particularly lucky day, it's probably him. If you're frantic and you're out shopping and you can't find a parking and suddenly a parking opens up, it's probably him. If you get a good job opportunity or some other kind of opportunity, or you meet a new person and they become friends, he's probably bringing you together. So he's up there, or not up there, but with you, clearing the way for you to have an excellent life. Oh, and look at this. He just wants you to be happy. He wants you to have joy. He wants you to be the girl you were when he first met you, to be energized. And this, see all these hearts? That's how much love he wants you to have in your life. He also wants you to remember to be thankful for blessings. So even if you can't be jumping with joy, he wants you just to acknowledge the blessings. He wants you to embrace the good things in your life. And he doesn't want you to be stuck in the past. He very much doesn't want you to be stuck in the past. He's got such a deep and abiding love for you, and such a deep respect for you. It's a very spiritual thing. He's happy, he's safe, he's strong, he's well. And yeah, he loves you even more than he ever did when he was on earth. And he is sending you symbols and signs. And I don't know if any of these mean anything to you. There's a goose, there's a rabbit, there's a dog, and there's a stag. Or maybe even the trees. And there's a sunrise, new beginnings. Let's see, Miss 66. Oh, there he is again. The bear, the caring bear. And there he is again, strength. And this is his message to you, Miss 66. You have courage, you can endure. Find your center and spiral into your power. He is so proud of you and so proud of your strength and your resilience. And I turn it sideways so that you can screenshot it. There you go. Direct personal message. Miss 66, I can't add anything to that. He's blown me away here by the strength of his love. I hope that helps you, lovely. Righty, we're going to do one more specific reading, and then I'll do a general reading for all of us for the week ahead. Michelle C. is the last reading. Will my son find the light and live a happy life? He is housebound and suffers from depression and anxiety. Okay, Michelle C. Firstly, I am sorry that your son is going through that. I know how hard it is as a mother to see that. Let's just see what the cards have to say. Michelle C. Will my son find the light and live a happy life? He is housebound and suffers from depression and anxiety. Abundance. Good things are going to happen. Good things are going to happen to and for your son. And look, there he is. There you are, showing you are being a good example to him. And you might not see the fruits of it right now, but that is going to bear fruit later in his life. Now, my one son had terrible anxiety and depression issues. I didn't know it at the time, but he turned to drugs to self-medicate. And I felt like a terrible mother because I didn't realize he was on drugs. And then that affected his mental health even worse. And so why I'm telling you this, Michelle, is because I understand what it's like to have a child who is housebound and so filled with anxiety that they can't even leave the house, or they can't leave their room sometimes. So that's where my son was. And we're 3 or 4 years later, my son has managed to come off the drugs. He has worked on his mental health. He's gone back to university. He's actually working very hard at uni. He did a test the other day and he got 95%, which is previously he was just scraping by. So I'm giving you this story of mine, which is a very personal story and quite difficult to share, but I'm giving you this personal story of mine to give you hope. Okay? And there you are, and there your son is, and all you can do is be there, be the soft place to fall, be understanding, get him help as much as you can, but of course it's up to him as to how he takes the help. But you see these trees in the background, the fruit trees, they're full of fruit. So I'm getting that at some stage he will venture out. See this little creature out there? Your son will venture out and he will be able to go back out into the world and he will have all this fulfillment. Yeah, I'm getting a very hopeful future, very hopeful future. And I told you my story because I know what it's like to be going through that absolute hell and being so concerned and so worried and so consumed by what's happening. But really all you can do is be a soft place to fall and be the person he can tell anything to and not be judgmental. And I know sometimes you just want to shake them and say, just walk out the door. But I'm getting your patience will pay off. Your patience will pay off. Oh, wow. Wow. What did I say about walk out, open the door, walk out the door? Open the door to the divine. So that's, you ask, will he see the light? He will open the door to the divine. Bliss. He will have a life of bliss and happiness. He will have a life, and I wonder if this is him here and a girl. I don't know if he likes girls or boys, but a romantic partner. Somebody who, and I'm not getting that this is very, very soon, but I'm getting that this is in the future. That this is in the future, that he will find someone who really brings him out of his shell. And look at all the flowers. All the flowers. The flowers are happiness, abundance, stability, joy. This person, or it could be not a person, it could be a hobby or a thing or an interest, but I'm getting more that it is a person. And you see how her fingertips are glowing? I'm getting that she will help him, she or he will help your son see life in a different way. And it might not even be a romantic love. It might just be somebody that crosses his path, somebody that says something that changes his perspective. And I know with my son, he had a problem with alcohol as well, and he went out camping with all his friends, and then he got drunk and he threw a beer bottle at somebody's car. No damage was caused or anything, but he was just, he acknowledges he was out of control. And he lost every single one of his friends because of how he had behaved, and that was terrible. But that actually was a catalyst for him. That was the thing that changed him, because he could see himself in a different light, in a different perspective. And he changed his, but that's when he completely stopped drinking. He still had to deal with the drugs after that, but he stopped drinking, which was the thing that made his behavior the worst. So I'm just giving you that as an example. There might be something that happens, or some event, or some person that happens that will help your son change his perspective. And you know, anxiety and depression they're very insidious. But I'm getting that he will start to build some interests. He'll start to build some interests, and when that happens, he will see the light. He will not only open the door to the light, but he will open the door physically and be able to venture outside. And when my son was going through all these difficult times, it was really hard to know the balance between giving him a gentle nudge and letting him find his own way. It's hard. It's hard. Let's see, what else cards? What else? Michelle C. What else do you have for Michelle C? Self-discovery. Dive deep. Yeah, you are going to need to have reserves of strength that you didn't even know that you had. But as part of finding your reserves of strength, you also need to have a balance and look after yourself. Your son needs to see you looking after yourself. And when my son started getting a bit better, and I started doing art, I discovered that I really love painting. And, you know, he would be so surprised. Are you going out? Oh, yes, I've got an art class. And I think me taking better care of myself and being more balanced in myself helped him figure out how to be more balanced himself, if that makes sense. So, but yeah, if you give too much, you're going to be burnt out. So there you go. There you go. Companionship, you are not alone. So this card I'm reading two ways. I'm reading, this could be you as the mother, taking care of him, but it also can be some other person in his life, maybe a romantic interest. But look at the progression for your son. Okay, at first he's the scaredy cat inside, being held. This is you or whatever support system you've got in place. And this little creature outside, just poking his nose out. And then in the progression is, so maybe this is you, and this here might be some other person, but it could also be you, somebody with him, supporting him. And look, he's grown. There was a tiny cat. This is now a fox. He's grown. But you're outside. You're outside. Still giving that support, that for him to know that you're the soft place to fall. Whatever he does, whatever happens in his life, whatever mistakes he makes, you will not judge him. And that's the most important thing. And look now, you're outside and look at all those blossoms. All those blossoms. And look, the little creature that was poking its nose out now is out more. So this is his confidence. At the moment, it's very small, but look how it grows over time. So this is a beautiful, beautiful progression. So yes, I see a good future for him. You're going to have to be very patient. It's not going to happen overnight. But yes, being from housebound, he's going to be able to go out. He may still have anxiety issues, but he is, yeah, there's a bright future for him. There is a bright future for him. Now, oh, let me choose one of these. Let me choose one of these. We shall see. I hope this is making sense and helping. The wishing tree. My wishes grow big like a tree. Isn't it interesting that trees have been a bit of a symbol here for him? Trees. So this might be more his inner experience. This might be his dreams and his hopes. He might want to be able to get out. But look, it says, my wishes grow big like a tree. And he will be able to, when he can conceive it, he will be able to believe it. And so trees are an important feature in this imagery, and I'm not sure why. I don't know if he likes plants, if you can get him a plant, if he will go for a walk with you, find a place, even if it's in your garden or a place where there's not going to be a lot of people. I'm just getting that if he can get out in nature somehow, that'll be good. And I'm not sure if you've got pets. If you don't have pets, if it's possible, pets might help him. The pets have helped my son so much, and my husband's allergic to cats, so we found he's not so allergic to Burmese cats, so we had to get Bengals. So we had to get cross Bengals, or a dog or something. But yeah, I'm just getting animals. If you're in a position to get animals, or if you've already got animals, somehow just let him spend more time with the animals. But I'm getting something about trees and nature. You might know more what that means. Maybe get a little mini lemon tree or something and put it in his room, or something to do with trees. Michelle, I don't know what it means. I don't know what it means. Cards, tell us about the trees. Tell us about the trees. What is it about the trees? Send a letter to the universe. The world loves me. Yeah, outside, nature. And it's hard when they're housebound. It's hard when they're housebound. Might also be starting off by watching some documentaries about nature. Anything just to get him out of his own mind. And my son, who had the addiction problems, he's actually turned out to enjoy growing vegetables. He's been growing some carrots for us and some tomatoes. And anything like that that can get him out of himself. Okay, we shall see. Dance. Find your heart's rhythm. Step lightly and swing with the melody. Close your eyes and let joy lead the way. Okay, joy is difficult when you're in a difficult situation. So don't focus too much on that word joy. It's something that fulfills you or gives you purpose or something that you can appreciate, the little things. But it's talking about the rhythm. So it's important to, yes, be there to support your son, but know that life is a dance and you need to protect your own energy as well. And so I wish you all the very best with him, but I'm getting a very positive future for him, a very, very positive future for him. And it's to do with something to do with trees and nature, flowers, pets, something to do with all of that. And it might be as simple as watching nature documentaries, that kind of thing. But it will come right. And I know when you're in that situation, you feel like, how can it ever come right? It will. It will. It's a cycle, and he will find his bliss. He will find his bliss. So thank you very much, Michelle C., for sharing that question with us. That's I know how hard it is when you're in that situation. Oh, Michelle, the cards had one more message for you, love. Peace. Peace. Open your heart to peace. Even though, look, this lady's in a snowstorm. There you are again. There he is again. You're doing what you need to do. You can't do more than what you're doing now. And look, there he is. He's flying free. And there's the tree again. The tree. Something to do with trees, my love. I don't know what it is. If there are any trees near your home, if he'll walk with you to the trees, sometimes actually touching the tree, or getting a mini tree to put in the house somewhere, or in the garden. I don't know what it is with trees, but he knows that you're his soft place to fall, and that means everything. And you need to have peace in your heart, because the more anxious you are, the more difficult it is for him. And he doesn't want to let you down, and he doesn't want to be depressed, and he doesn't want to be anxious. But if you take pressure off yourself, he'll feel your peace. Your peace will go through him, and that will help him to take flight. Interesting message for Michelle C. and her son. Okay. Everybody who is still on the chat, thank you so much for staying forever. I'm just going to do a quick general read for all of us. Oh, Michelle C. We've got 3 dogs, 2 French pups, and he loves plants. Oh, that's excellent, Michelle C. So I'm just getting, if he can give him some responsibility with the pups, let the pups go into his room, on his bed, even if they don't usually, and then do a project with him, or ask him to do it for you. Just say to him, can you grow me some tomatoes or basil? Basil's a good one. Basil's really easy to grow and propagate. Kind of give him a little project like that, and it will show that you value him. And then you use the basil in your food, even if you wouldn't normally. If you go onto YouTube, there's videos on how you can propagate basil. I know I did this myself, and I think you take the leaves off at a special place, and then you stick them in water, and then the roots start to grow. And once he can see that he can create something, it will really encourage him. It will really encourage him and grow his confidence. Oh, Michelle, absolutely amazing. Thank you. I'm fighting back tears. Oh, yeah, I've got goosebumps. Your son is an incredible person, and he's just he's going through a difficult time. But you know what? When he comes out the other side, he is going to have so much deep knowledge and learning within him that he's going to be able to help other people. And this is what's happened with my son. All the difficult, really difficult things that he went through. I mean, he was in and out of hospital for 18 months with chronic pain that they couldn't figure out what was wrong with him. Then he had depression, then he had a drug issue, and he's still got anxiety to a certain extent. But because he's battled with these things and he's come through, he now helps other people, and he's studying psychology. And he works part-time as a support worker, helping other people with troubles and issues. And because of what he's gone through, he is so much more effective in life. And even just, he talks to my mum and he brings her hope and joy, and he's like a wise person. He gives her counsel if she's got a problem that she's not sure how to solve, or somebody was mean to her at book club. He will talk her through it, and he'll explain different people's perspectives and how she could have responded differently. It's just, what I'm saying to you, Michelle, is this seems like a deep, dark tunnel, and it is a deep, dark tunnel. But at the other side, I'm getting your son is an incredible, deep human being. And once he lifts from this pain, there will be such a depth to him that he is going to be such a blessing to the world. And he already is a blessing to the world. So, yeah, start with little things that he can do. And I'm just, for my son, and I'm getting the feeling for your son as well, plants is such an important thing, because when they see that they can grow something and they can actually create something and they nurture it, and my son has researched about all the nutrients that different types of plants need, but if you start with basil, the basil doesn't need anything. You put it in water and it grows, and then you put it in the soil, and then you can see how it grows and grows and grows. It's giving him an opportunity to be successful at something, and for you to be excited about him being successful at that thing. It's a tiny start, but each tiny step adds to the other. I hope that helps. I hope that helps, Michelle C. Appreciate you. Thank you. We are ticking over to 5 years here. And it's a long, slow process, and you need to pace yourself, and you need to be at peace with, this is what my son's life is now, and it's different from what I thought it would be when he was a baby. I had to come to peace with that with both of my children. And when you're at peace with that, don't push it, but just give him these little glimmers of hope, and he will come right on his own. I'm telling you, he will come right. Yeah, I know it's difficult. See Aussie with me, Rose. Thank you, Rainbow Pyramid, for such a lovely reading. Much appreciated. It's been so nice spending time with you all. Yes, I'm going to do a general reading for everybody. See Aussie walks. I love basil. Yeah, I do too. Yeah, I propagated my basil and then I forgot about them and then they all died. So, but basil was very easy. Okie dokie. Okie dokie. Read for everybody, and then I'm going to go and rest my weary self. Cards. Thank you, cards. Thank you, universe. Thank you, God. Thank you, spirit. Thank you, love, for helping in this card reading. And now, general read for everybody. General read for everybody. Authenticity. Let your truth be heard. Don't let people silence you. Don't let people silence you. Compassion. You are loved unconditionally. We all need to have a bit more compassion for ourselves, not be so hard on ourselves. The love of the universe is out there for us. And even if you don't feel love from anybody else, I'm telling you right now, listening to me, I love you. I'm sending you my absolute, complete, and unconditional love. And I thank you for all of your love, and I accept it with grace. Ho, 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 stillness. Be calm and quiet. Yep, okay. We all need a little bit more balance. We all need to have some rest sometimes. It's good to rest with others. And we've actually just started a thing with my son, the one that had the problem with the drugs. The other sons moved out, but I've just started with the last few weeks. We've just, on a Friday evening, we've got a little deck which overlooks the garden. So we sit there, my husband, myself, my son, and my mum. We have some wine and cheese, and we just chat. It's been such a magical time after going through so many dark and difficult times. Just a time where we're not worried about medical stuff, and we're not worried about depression, and we're not worried about addiction, and we're not worried about, is this child ever going to come right? Just a time to enjoy ourselves and each other where we are right now. And I'm not saying that we're completely out of the woods or that all our problems are solved, but we have been through some things. So what else, cards? What else? Hope. Hope. Everybody who's struggling with anything, hope. Look at that. Out of darkness comes light. There certainly is hope. So for the next week, remember there is hope. And maybe when you wake up in the morning and before you go to sleep, say to yourself, I expect hope today. Or today I'm going to live with hope in my heart. Oh, self-discovery. And this was upside down, so I'm getting that some of us are stretched a little thin. Some of us are stretched a little thin. We need to rest, recuperate. Not, and rest doesn't mean sleep. It means anything that makes you feel fulfilled. I'll pull a couple more and then we'll close it off for the day. Yeah, so anybody who's been helped today, I do have a Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. Absolutely no obligation to do that, but you can if you want to. Otherwise, you can join the YouTube membership, which is $2.99 a month. You can cancel that at any time. And I've got some other options coming up soon. And also, if you go to my Buy Me a Coffee, look in the shop, you can buy my, it's for $4. It's these cards. You print it out at home and then you cut them up and it gives you these different sayings. So, for example, this one here says, make yourself a priority. And I like to just print them out and then I like to carry them around with me in my wallet. Okay. One card from the top and one underlying. Ooh, judgment. Judgment. Soul searching will bring inner peace in many areas of your life. So we're all too harsh on ourselves. Stop judging ourselves. Those of us with children that have had difficulties, don't judge your parenting. Don't judge yourself. That your child's path is your child's path to walk. And you have done the best you can, and you always do the best you can. Anytime you find a better way to do things, you will do it. So don't be too hard on yourself. You always do the best you know how in that moment. Remember that. And it is your child's life. It's not your life. And underlying, haha, thank you cards. Abundance. Yay! Lucky times are ahead for you, along with good news, success, and prosperity. What a wonderful, wonderful card to end the reading on. And now I'm just going to have a look and see if anybody is still in the chat, if anybody is still around. 26 still watching. Hello, hello, hello. Send me some messages. Send me some messages. I'm going to answer the chat now. Yeah, Jennifer, sorry you didn't get a notification. So anybody who didn't get a notification, you have to actually click the notification bell and make sure that you've turned on all notifications. When this one is finished, give me like an hour and then come back, go onto my YouTube channel, Rainbow Pyramid, and then click the link, the thing that says, the tab that says live, and it will show you when the next one is set. Okay, I do pretty much the same time every week. And so we've been going now since 6:30 my time. So 2.5 hours ago is when we started. And I'm sorry, Jennifer, I'm just finishing up. Yeah, so if you click, you have to click the notification bell and then set your phone or your computer to say all notifications, and then you'll get all notifications. The other thing is that if you click on my YouTube channel, click live, it'll tell you when the next one is. Yeah, and it's because you need to, especially if it's on your phone, you need to click the notification bell. I think you right click it, and then it says, do you want to get all notifications or some notifications? You have to make it all notifications, otherwise you won't get all notifications, because it defaults to only sending 1 or 2 a week or something weird. I don't know. Munchie, Munchie, thank you for being here. Thank you for your patience, lovely. I've sent you an email yesterday, I think. Good to see you. Munchie. Michelle C. I have 2 boys too. The youngest has moved out and I am with my mother. I can't thank you enough. Oh, that's absolutely fine, Michelle C. You're almost a mirror of my family, because my mum lives with me, and I have 2 boys, and my youngest has moved out. So actually, when my youngest moved out, it actually made it easier for everybody, and it took a lot of the stress out. The other thing is with having a grandmother in the house, if the grandmother is amenable, sometimes the grandmother can sort of ease the way for the grandchild. I know that my mum can say things to my son that I can't say, you know, and she's the one who got him planting beetroot and all sorts of things. He wouldn't do that for me, but, you know, he does it for her. So, yeah, the generational unit is good. But then my mother-in-law also lives on the property. She's got a separate granny flat, but she's a very negative person. So I wouldn't ask her to do anything to help me, because, or with my son, because I wouldn't want her to know what's going on, you know. She's oh, look, we've all got luck coming up. You're right to be strong and optimistic about what opportunities lie ahead. So that's interesting. Oh, Jennifer, how do you do that? You're not technical. Go into YouTube and in the search bar type in, how do I set all notifications on YouTube, or how do I get all notifications on YouTube? You'll find like 50 different technical tutorials, and they'll walk you through it, whether you do it on your phone or on a computer. Jennifer, 5 kids and 2 grandkids. Good Lord. I've got 2 kids, and that's more than enough for me. Your girls are 24, 26, 30. Sons are 28 and almost 33. Wow. Oh, Silver Moon Tea Room, that's a good suggestion. Subscribe and you will get the notice of the live coming up. Like with other channels, usually a day or 2 ahead. Yeah, that's right, Silver Moon Tea Room. It brings it up in your suggested, if you're subscribed, I think. Michelle C. She is another rock for him, especially while I'm at work. Yes, she helped introduce him to the plants, and we have many. Oh, grandmothers are wonderful. Journey. A journey is indicated, either physically or metaphorically. Your life will become more full. Oh, I don't need a fuller life. I don't know, Jennifer. You're going to need to search YouTube for some tutorials. I remember the Sidley twins spoke about this, that a lot of people weren't getting notifications because they hadn't set it for all notifications. There'll be a setting on your YouTube that once you change it, it'll work for you. Yeah, so from a desktop computer will be different from a phone. No, it's not because you subscribe to too many. That's not it at all. And subscribing is different from getting notifications. I subscribe to a lot of channels, but I don't turn on notifications because I don't want to be bombarded. Thanks, Silver Moon Tea Room. Jennifer, yes, it's on Saturdays, 6:30 a.m. on a Saturday in Queensland, Australia. So, anything else? Let's just see. One of these other cards. One more for the week. Lovely people. Yeah, no, I do answer the questions, Jennifer, as much as I can every week. But if you're a member, then that's only $2.99 a month, and that will give you priority. So that's another way to do things. But I do try to answer all the questions. One more card, and then I'm going to go and rest myself. Friendship. Be with the ones who make you shine. who love you and who really care. Keep those and let the others go. Ah, that's a very good I might take a screenshot of that and print that one out for myself. You are all wonderful, and I'm so glad to have found so many of you. Yeah, thank you very much all for being here, and thank you to my wonderful mods. And I will see you next week. I'm planning next week, same time next week. So 2 hours ago, 2.5 hours ago, whenever that was in your time zone, that's when I'll be back. Thank you, everybody. Oh, and may the angels walk with you today and every day.